Thank God I'm finally off work so I can talk to you guys about this comic, because Jesus Christ, it started off so intense. We start off with the Trinity playing a board game in which Clark is getting absolutely decimated because he doesn't like playing games where people lose. If everything was like up to him, he would only play games where everybody is a winner, or at least a game where nobody truly loses. And this is actually very central to the whole theme of the DCKO event so far. Because as they are playing this game, the narrator is basically going over what's happening and stuff of that nature. But Lois looks outside and says, "Why is everything so bright? What is going on?" Darkseid has appeared and he is in absolute existence right now. He is existing everywhere simultaneously. Gotham, Themyscira, the Rock of Eternity, and Oa is just waging war across all of the universe. Batman is the first to go. Then Wonder Woman gets one-shotted. Then Superman gets one-shotted. He is destroying, killing, and absolutely just obliterating the entire superhero community. When Superman asked Time Trapper when this was supposed to happen, Time Trapper said it already happened. We had to use our chrono energies, me and the World Forger, to bend back space and time to the point where, like, we had to give you guys some form of a fighting chance. It is said that Darkseid has already conquered the future and he is working his way backwards through time, just destroying everything, becoming one with everything on his way to the present. With Time Trapper even going so far as to say that the timeline before them is everything that they've tried. They've tried every variation of every timeline and Darkseid always wins. We even got a new kind of like spiel on what the Alpha forces and the Omega forces are, and that just about all life in the universe are usually just emitting like alpha energy, except for Apocalypse. And there we have the heart of Apocalypse, which was a generator of the Omega energy itself, which turned Euxis into Darkseid in the first place. He became the universe's King Omega. And he did this basically when he created the absolute universe. He made that Earth, the center of that cosmos, the heart of Apocalypse, in which it pretty much had all of the Omega energy of that reality coalesce into himself. And that is what turned him into King Omega, in which he was the absolute Darkseid. Then the heroes started to piece together all of the sightings they've been seeing of parademons, fire pits, stuff of that nature on Earth. It is because Darkseid had placed an Omega heart, or at least what I'm going to call the Omega heart, or the heart of Apocalypse, in the center of the planet, and it has been corrupting the planet this entire time, emitting and just spreading out Omega energy so that Darkseid can resurrect himself here, or that he can lead himself here to consume it and become even more powerful. And Batman, ever the one coming up with the plan, said that what if one of us were to get this Omega heart and become the new King Omega? Would we be powerful enough at that point in time in order to fight against Darkseid? And the answer is technically yes. Time Trapper said it's just a very stupid idea. Because for one, the Omega energy only goes for those who have conquest in their heart. Those who want to do nothing but conquer, have no mercy, and are pretty much just as ruthless as Darkseid. And the heroes of DC Comics, or at least the heroes that are present here, do not fit that bill. Even Grodd says they're just soft as hell. And what the Omega Heart would do once it even spots the heroes is that it's going to put them through a trial in which they would have to fight against each other, becoming more cruel, becoming more willing to conquer, becoming more merciless, more like Darkseid, in order to have to end up fighting the heart itself and gaining the power of the King Omega to then fight Darkseid at last. And then Batman posed the question that if we do this tournament and whoever wins the Omega energy, would they be able to then bring back all of those who were lost during the tournament, make everything back the way it was, and basically bring back anybody that were to be unalived or killed throughout this entire tournament? They said yes, the universe would bend to your will, like you would be the sole deity of the entire cosmos. Does that sound familiar? It is a game in which everybody can win, a game in which really nobody ever actually loses. Hearing this, Superman walks away because he doesn't actually want to go through with this. He doesn't want to have to fight his own friends and stuff of that nature. However, he is convinced by Batman and Diana to just go ahead and pretty much just enter the tournament, do what you got to do. One of us is going to have to win. But first things first, Mr. Terrific sends out his T-Spheres, in which they go out. And this is the funny part. They go out around the planet and just gather up all the villains and put them in jail. They move them to a secure facility where they won't be a problem, and they're not able to enter the heart of Omega to try to like steal the power for themselves. So then the heroes use LexCorp, Wayne Enterprises, Quinn Industries, and a bunch of other highly technical, advanced, and very rich companies in order to pretty much fortify the entire planet because of what is to come with this whole tournament of King Omega. And throughout the 7 days, they spent time with their families. They addressed the world on what's about to happen. Then they all went to their armories. Batman unlocked the Justice Buster 2 power-up. Wonder Woman awakened the God Killer armor. Cyborg is going for his Father Box upgrade. And Superman has put on the Knuckles, a bunch of miniature suns, using them as brass knuckles. I'm going to split this video up because it's already so long, but they used Booster Gold, who is housing Omega Energy and Temporal Energy, in order to break open a Nexus point to Skartaris, which is a point that goes all the way to the center of the Earth where the actual Omega Heart is. And that is where the tournament is going to start.